morning, lovies. Oh, I meant to blow my incense, but I blew out my candle. Okay, let's get these lit again. Ay. There we go. Okay. I wanted to share. Oh, there we go. Okay. I wanted to share a poem. I was looking back through my journal that I wrote in the last few months, and it was like a week before my birthday in September. So, at this point in time, my husband and I were working on a garden in the back, like a moon garden. So we have this like circle of like rocks and then paths that go each direction, right? And so there's a place in the middle where we can like put in chairs and sit, and maybe a fountain, something. And then on each, it's kind of like a Simon Says pad. So on each quarter, right, there's like all these perennials that are going to come back year after year. It's going to be really nice in a couple years when it all blooms out. But I was thinking about this poem this morning, and I wanted to share it with you. It's something that really resonated with me, and I really want to get it tattooed on my ribs because it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a great reminder, and it's really beautiful. So it is a poem by Emery Hall. You might have heard this one. I have been 1,000 different women. Make peace with all the women you once were. Lay flowers at their feet. Offer them incense and honey and forgiveness. Honor them and give them your silence. Listen. Bless them and let them be. For they are the bones of the temple you sit in now. For they are the rivers of wisdom leading you toward the sea. Pretty, right? And then I wanted to share what I wrote after. This journey I've been on the past few months, shedding my skin like a snake to transform and rebirth who I once was into the abundance of it all inside and outside of myself. Truly, each day is a gift. I know that sounds cliche, but I finally understood it completely. This is the moment when I kind of had a aha moment. I see the world in a whole new way, trusting in the divine timing of the universe. I am worry-free, at peace within myself. I feel for the first time in my life. Now, this was just back in September. My kitty's coming in the room. Okay. And I was feeling so connected. I was having dreams about receiving love from the universe. It was wild. So I'm falling in love with myself, the world, and my Mr. all over again, and I'm showered with blessings, moments in and out of time, in a never-ending wavelength. I feel very loved, cared for by all that is around me, letting go of all I have watered in the past, to people, places, and things that were never meant to grow. And that's a hard step, but necessary. You want to grow your own personal garden, right, in yourself, to attract all the abundance and love to you. And you have to let go of what no longer serves you, right? But that's steps to change and grow. be uncomfortable and messy and get to the real you, you know? So I start anew, vibrating on a higher level, in tune with the universe and all she shows me. And again, that's a little nod to the channel. Just, yeah, being your true self. So this is the first time this has ever happened to me. But I felt so connected at that time that because I have total trust in timing and that the universe is holding me and teaching me and showing me beautiful things. It sounds crazy, but I am no longer afraid of my mortality. So now listen to this. We all live as moments in time, heartbeats in the souls of the stars that shine and show truths. Light, mystical beings, we are all connected in specks of time. Grateful for each day, each moment, each breath. Before I took it all for granted, not understanding life or hardships, traumas, done, not understanding myself, fleeting moments, all. Humanity, time, space, I feel it all in my soul, and my third eye radiates with enlightenment of total understanding. So this was kind of my enlightening moment. I had been really connecting with myself and really starting to really trust the universe and my perspective, and you know that I'm part of something way bigger than myself. That my third eye, I would get like a buzzing for like a week. It was just off and on, like an awakening. And anyway, so it radiates with bright enlightenment of total understanding, total trust, total love, calm, sweet, precious moments we're meant to feel and let go. Like waves that come and go. Don't hold on to the past. It is only a memory. Your past lives inside your brain, right? But you've got to you've got to draw on it, feel it, and let it go. You need to let that stuff go. It's so heavy, right? You've got to cut those ties to be able to heal yourself. And that's where the work comes in. So if the past is only a memory, know that the future is there for all time. Future is always there. Future is always ahead of us, right? So every present moment is all we have. It's a gift to be treasured and felt within our souls to radiate love like ripples in a pond. And then I drew some cards. So that, and then I wrote some Odipi. That was a profound day. When you have the clarity, when you have total trust, total love for yourself, it just rushes in abundantly. You have to let go and trust the process. And it all comes back 100-fold. So this is the last few months really just trying to be in the present. I think I said it in one of my other videos, but I'm kind of in this flow state, right? So you're in the present right now, right where you are, sitting, breathing, your heart's beating. The past has already happened, and the future will always be there, right? But it's like a never-ending cycle. So where you're sitting, there's like a flow state of what you're experiencing and what your thoughts are processing, and what you tell your mind and your body it will start to mirror. So if you focus on the good, on the abundant, on the grateful, on the precious moments, on the people in your life, the special things, your gifts, that you are enough, that you are love, that you are loved. You can finally be free, free of all your burdens, free of all your insecurities, free of your doubt. Yeah, it's a crazy, beautiful thing. So I try to stay in this present flow state, where experiences and things happen. They come in and they go out like the tide. And so you can't hold on to the moments when they're there, but then you have to also let them go once they're ready to pass through and then become, your memories. And the future is always something new. It's always a new experience. And if you walk in the timeline of your higher self, there's really nothing like it. You love yourself completely, wholly, and you radiate love outwardly. You are so full, you are overflowing with love, with radiance, with abundance, with kindness, with joy. And people feel that. They feel your energy. And it changes lives, I'm telling you. So I'm going to do a couple of cards today, but I wanted to share that kind of profound moment that I had. And I'll share a little bit more as these videos go on about how I got up to that moment and, where I've been the last few months. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. So here we go. Up real great. Okay. So I have my Kawaii deck. I'm gonna do, I actually have 4 decks that I was doing every day. I have this moon deck, right? That I kind of shared yesterday. So I'm just gonna draw one from that. And then, I'll get into the next one after this one. So, this one. Coven. Power of Sisterhood. Okay, my camera's focusing much better today. Yeah. Power of sisterhood. Power of the special people in your life. The people you connect with, and women as a whole, as a sisterhood, is kind of what I like to think about it. The connection to women and empowering women, and anyone that needs it. So this is a when I wasn't sure what self-care was, and I was trying to figure it out, and not just read lists of things to do. I found this self-care tarot, kind of, not tarot, but similar to a deck, but it's got different things. Like this one, this is bask in the sun. Think like a cat and take a moment to stretch out in the sun while still being sun smart. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of the sun recharge those life-giving rays. So it's just little things you could do, but they kind of helped me see kind of different things that I could do for myself. So I'll pull another one. and they're all just really positive. This one is nothing compares to you. So you do you. Be confident in your own choices. Don't let envy or comparison dampen your own personal joy and outlook. Yeah, you have to be confident in yourself. Don't compare. It's a thief of joy. And don't envy anyone, what you don't have, because there's so much abundance in this world, and you are your own unique human, right? So you don't compare with anybody else. Everybody's special. Everybody's got this individual, quirky, weird, perfect, imperfect people. Things about you. So embrace the imperfections. That's what I like to say. All right, I'm gonna do the Koi deck. See what cards I have for today. Let's see. Oh, where's my pen? Oh, here. Okay. Hello Kitty pen. Okay. So 3 cards for today. I'm feeling this one. Okay. Yesterday it was the Ace of Swords. Today it's the Page of Swords. Little clouds. Okay. Okay. Page of Swords. That is before. Page of Swords. Okay. Now that's 3 times I've drawn that one. The Page of Swords is setting out on his journey to gain knowledge of himself and the world around him, to understand the world and his place in it. He is, determined, self-willed, and perhaps somewhat detached, not quite ready to form close relationships with others yet. Instead, he is keen to make his own way, to be allowed to make his own mistakes if necessary. He is exploring his ideas, concepts, and seeking his own truth, using his intellect and the powers of his mind in a quite an abstract way, and he doesn't yet have the life experience to do otherwise. When the Page of Swords appears, you are likely to be practicing using your mental energy and ability to communicate with others. This card can symbolize messages and new ideas which bring a new level of awareness, perhaps studying or learning something new which expands your horizons. So I feel like that's true for me. I'm still exploring, still growing, still transforming, still evolving. I mean, that's going to be an ongoing thing. But especially having this channel and doing these videos, it's a learning experience for me to see what feels comfortable and what I want to share. So I've enjoyed doing them. Okay, so let me do another card. Sorry, I'm trying not to bump the camera. This one. 9 of Wands. It's like a lot of little candy suckers. Little panda. Okay, let's see what that says. Here we go. 6 times. Okay. This is a card of sustained effort and willpower, of not just finding your own path, but creating each step as you go along. The work may feel challenging, but also has the potential to bring great reward, as you are able to break old habits of excessive fear or caution. The energy of the 9s is quite self-contained. This card can also mean the courage and energy to create your own destiny, rather than following convention or the expectations of others. See, there's a lot in that line. The courage and energy to create your own destiny, rather than following convention of the expectations of others. So it's about blazing your own trail, like walking your own path, and not worry about expectations of others. This is your life right now. Do the things you love, follow your dreams, get uncomfortable. This is not always an easy road. And there may be times when you are on the defensive, feeling frustrated at having to fight your corner over and over again. The key is to taking responsibility for resolving any past issues which still affect you and making space for healing rather than retreating into your comfort zone. Again, so being open to change, being open to feel your feelings, to heal those old patterns, those old traumas, whatever insecurities about yourself, and making room for the healing to happen. And instead of going back into your comfort zone, into your old patterns and your old habits, you're walking a new path with all the love and abundance waiting for you. You just have to be brave enough to go to take the first step. That's cute. This is King of Cups. Surfing. King of Cups. Okay, that's 5 times for that one. All right. A wise guide and counselor, the King of Cups has a deep understanding of the emotional self and strong sense of empathy. He has worked hard to gain mastery of the emotional realm and may put his skills to use as a counselor or advisor for others. As with all the kings, he carries the authority of the suit and takes responsibility for the realm of feelings and imagination. He understands and accepts that emotions are complicated, and this can make him detached by choice or otherwise. Unlike his queen, he is generally depicted standing or sitting completely on land by the side of the water rather than in it, or on top of it in this card. He chooses to stay disconnected in order to be able to heal, teach, and help others without getting drawn in or personally involved. He is creative, but may be more focused on creating frameworks for helping others than on expressing his personal creativity. So that's something I'm trying to balance out, is sharing with this channel, and kind of balancing what I'm going through and what I can teach. So hopefully I'm doing both. I am going to do one more card, because sometimes 3 isn't quite enough. So, okay. It's funny. So, out of all 78 cards, there's only 21 of the Arcana. And I just drew the High Priestess, which I believe I did last week as well. So that one is kind of in the beginning. Ooh. Yes. That's 7. Okay. This is a good one. Okay. Keywords: intuition, secret knowledge, deeper meaning, hidden self. The High Priestess is a mysterious figure connected with dreams, intuition, and the messages of the unconscious. So I kind of talked about that a little bit. When I was reading that, it reminded me, there's a few stories I'll share where I had dreams, and when I was feeling more and more connected with the universe and the world around me and inside me, and all the light and abundance and connection. more and more, I started having these dreams where, like, I would wake up and just feel so loved and almost be in tears because of it. Then I would just have messages from the universe. So I'll do those in another video, but I'll get back to the card. She is the magician's opposite, the power of the unconscious mind and the shadowy inner self, and the power of receptivity and stillness. As the keeper of ancient and eternal wisdom, she represents knowledge and awareness of the mysteries of life, as well as collective and personal memory. The black and white pillars on each side represent light and dark, inner and outer, thought and feeling, and all the dualities which we experience in our lives. Behind the curtain, she guards the mystery which brings them into balance. Her connection to the moon, shown in her headdress and also in the crescent moon on her feet, reminds us that life moves in cycles, the ebb and flow, that the quiet dark is just as important as the times of light and action. She is the archetype of deep feminine understanding, connected to wisdom, goddesses such as Sophia and Isis, and she understands the deep power of the unconscious and of the underworld. Let's see. So when she comes up in a reading, the High Priestess says that now is not the time for action. This is the time to go inwards, to listen to your intuition, which is likely to be strong right now. There may be hidden potential or a new possibility about to come to light. This is a time when you can connect to the inner mysteries, to a sense of something greater than yourself, something bigger than you. Right? You are the center of your universe, but as a whole, you are just a tiny little speck in this infinite abundance of the universe. So that's all my cards I think I'm going to share today. Have a beautiful day, and until tomorrow, lovies.